If you're in the UK, you're probably wondering how there's this much water, because we haven't had rain for ages. I have a confession to make. This is from May 2026. I've been massively overwhelmed between picking back up the construction, still filming, editing, normal living chores, and my day job, and the videos have fallen behind. Over the next 3 videos, we intend to combine a lot of work and catch up to the present. But for now, please forgive me, know I'm trying my best, and over the next couple of videos, you'll be caught right up. Right, so I was hoping for a bit of sun this Saturday to get this done, but that didn't happen. So today, we are going to be putting on our first bit of SureCav. It's exciting. A little bit daunting, attaching more stuff to our house because we're not used to actually working on our house yet. We've watched a lot of SureCav videos and instruction manuals and stuff, so we're going to get the first piece up. It's very satisfying actually, because quite accidentally, I can pass you that. So there's this fold line for around corners, and very conveniently, completely unplanned, this is our fire barrier. It's supposed to overlap that into the opening by about 1 centimeter. So all folded, wait for it, it's very satisfying, into the corner. It fits exactly. This is gonna go about like that, maybe a bit lower, but we'll work it out. And then we're gonna attach it with some screws through the pods. And then we'll do a layer of wall ties, and then more sheets, and then more wall ties. So that's what we're gonna get on and do. If you are familiar with how there's cavities in buildings, you normally have, I think it's 100 mil, right? But one of the problems is when they're building up the stonework on the outside, all the mortar can fill the cavity, and then the cavity doesn't have good ventilation. So what this does is these pods hold it away from the wall by the 50 mil. And then when our stonemason's here working, he's only working on against this side, and this goes all the way to the top, so mortar can't get in there. So you can have a smaller cavity, which means a bigger footprint on the inside of your house, and it also means that it's not going to get filled up with crap. So yeah, a good consistent cavity. Obviously with it made of plastic, it's not going to absorb water, so from the outside it doesn't soak through, so it prevents moisture getting into the fabric of your building. It's going to be, I think, fairly easy to put up once we get familiar with it and have the first couple of sheets up. Very excited to put this up. Any other points?
Yeah, it just offers us that consistent cavity, ensures we've got a clear cavity for good ventilation. It's another layer for protecting against wind and rain and any sort of water ingress, and makes the lives of the stonemason that little bit easier, because they've just got a solid surface that they can mortar up against and align the stonework to. And it's just, yeah, really useful product.
So, step 1. How low are we aligning this? How low do we go? To the bottom of the fire closure?
I think we just want to be about 1 centimetre above the DPC.
So like there?
Yeah.
This is probably overkill, but I really want to get a nice sharp corner, so we're going to make up a little jig thing. Thank you. Alright, so these are the washers that you can buy. And so these are going to go whenever you do an attachment through the pod. The wall ties don't need them because they go and attach directly to the breather membrane and come through where the joining strip is. And here's our jig. And this is probably something we will stop using once we get used to putting the SureCav up. But for us, we're going to be throwing it in the corner. I'm just going to show you from the side. And then we can push the sheet straight up against the corner, and we won't have a gap that makes us misalign it. So I think if we can get it in position with that line that you did and have it nice and tight, and then we can start screwing it in.
So this is perfectly level. Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay, you got that?
Yep.
It's very exciting to see our first bit of SureCav up. We've been wanting to put this in for ages. Alright, we've got our next piece. So these are the shorter ones. You get longer ones that go across. These are the shorter ones for the vertical joins. And you can see, can I give you that?
Mm-hmm.
There's a bowed end and a flat end. And so this is the side that we'll have facing out, and this is the side that you have facing in. Okay, so we're going to do another layer of SureCav, but before we do that, we have to add in some wall ties. It goes on the wall like this, and then if any water travels from the outside, it can't go towards your house because it faces down. So you double up near an opening, you put them every so often. So we're going to put those in now, hope that we do it right. Okay, with no experience, knowledge, or practice, we're going to say it's okay. Can I have the screwdriver? They're nails.
Okay.
Alright, can I please have a hammer? Instead. Alright, we've got a hammer. We definitely know what we're doing, right?
Yep.
Ta-da! That's good, right?
Yep. Very good.
Are you mocking my wall?
No.
That went perfectly.
Yep.
Do you think I can fling this around one whole time and catch it?
No.
No. Okay, let's give it one more go.
Still no.
Oh, God.
Hey, first time.
First time, you want to give it a go?
Yep.